Alright, and we are now ready for the next run. Equaline, all missions unlocked. MaxDemiboy, take it away.
Okay, so, hello, I am Max, and I am here with Equaline, all missions unlocked. To help me with commentary, I have Sawayoshi.
Hello, I'm Sawayoshi. I'm helping with comms. I also speedrun Celeste.
And, so this is... Equaline is a math puzzle game, and just a quick introduction to how this game works is that basically all the puzzles in this game...
Alright, if there's anything you want to explain about the run before you start, otherwise we can get going.
Yeah. So, Equaline is a math puzzle game where all the puzzles are randomly selected, and so I'll be solving all of these on the fly. Yeah, I don't know if Sawayoshi has more to say to introduce the run. But if not, I don't know, does Sawayoshi have more stuff to say about this run? Okay. Yes, I think I'm ready to get started. Just wanted to make sure everything was good. So, yeah, we'll get started in 3, 2, 1, begin.
Alright, good luck. So, this is Equaline, all missions unlocked. First off, ordering plus everything's addition. Pretty simple. So, welcome to Equaline, where everything is just math, and you have to solve for whatever's on the left. You have 5 numbers, 4 operations to work with, and you just have to get the numbers. 15 is going to be... yeah, that. I didn't see it. So, yeah. This is basically how it's gonna go for the next 30-odd minutes, and that's the first mission done. And already into mission 2 orderly minus, excuse me. It's all subtraction, and it always starts with the center number. Which makes it a little bit easier to figure out, but at the same time, it's still not easy. Yeah. And some of these questions can be a little bit difficult, so they're
the real challenge
nothing
is
compared to anything that comes later in the run. Alright, and that
the fun thing is to see if you can solve any of these before I can.
And on to only multiples, where we had all addition and subtraction, now we get multiplication. Yeah, and that's going to be very, very hard. So if any of you can, that's something to be very proud of, because yeah, Max is very fast at solving these questions. And there we go, yeah, that's mission 3 done. Mission 4, quick shot. 3 seconds per question. Every single one is only 2 numbers. You think it's easy. No, you have 3 seconds per question. So if you take just a second too long, you're basically done and you have to start the mission over. So starting from here, they get a little bit more, the missions start to get a little bit more complicated, a little bit more difficult, and yeah, that should be quick shot done. Yeah, 4 out of 24 missions done, I believe. Yeah, 24. And on to mission 5, triple nines, where you start at 999. You subtract numbers, you make numbers with the board, subtract that from the remaining on the left, and get down to 0. You do have to get to exactly 0. Did you subtract 1 there? It's fine. So yeah, you need to get down to 0, you need to get down to exactly 0. And it's very nice and a lot easier to work with if you do the multiplication last, because that will usually result in a much, much larger number than if you do the multiplication in the middle. Sometimes it's a little bit more feasible to do it in the middle, though. Yeah, and once you get down to just past 100-ish, which, yeah, we went straight to, there we go. Yeah, straight to 31, and then you have to get exactly 0, or else you burst, which just means you don't get it. And then into effective power. Everyone loves them! It's time for exponents. Exponents, powers, it starts off pretty easy, and then it starts getting more difficult. You have to mix in addition, subtraction, other operations, and you're like, what am I even supposed to do in this situation? Generally, you really should be memorizing everything, 2 to the up to 2 to the 9th, 3 to the 6th, 4 to the 4th, 5 to the 4th, and that should give you a lot of make it a lot easier to get through this mission. There we go. And on to just 4, only 4 tiles this time instead of 9, but you can go through the tiles multiple times. It's not quite super difficult to clear, but it is hard to. It can be a little bit hard to keep track or figure out what you need to do to get there, and the trick is figuring that out very quickly for speedruns. There we go. Yep. Yeah, and that should be just 4 done. Alright, on to changeable marks. Everything starts as a plus sign, but as the title says, changeable marks, you can change the marks by pressing confirm on them. There's lots of solutions to a few of these. Sometimes they only have one solution. Oftentimes they have multiple. Like that one, you could have gone +6 in literally any direction. Some of them can be a little bit difficult, but it's a lot of fun to work through these. Okay, I see what this is. Oh, that's not the solution I saw, okay. Yeah, some of these have multiple solutions. Alright, getting into the end of changeable marks here. 94, 83. There we go, yep. And on to hidden cells. So, last time you could change the operations, this time some of them are hidden. You can only really guess the right calculation by looking at the result that you get in the right, and then figure things out from there. And you can, so they're always multiplications, addition, or subtractions, and once you get later in the mission, you start to get multiple. Some super duper top runners just know what the operations are for some reason. I am absolutely not at that level. That's like getting to the point of you're not human anymore. But yeah. Okay. And moving on to blank card. Some of the operations are some of the operations were hidden last time. This time the middle is blank. You can enter whatever number you want from 0 to 9 in the middle, and then you can use that Some of these have multiple solutions, but a lot of times they don't. And one difficult thing about this, if you want to go super fast, is figuring out how to manage the arrow keys, the confirm, which is Z, and the top number bar to try to get anything here of use quickly. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Some of these are difficult. Some of these are not so difficult. But also, if you're watching a run, they're all very, very fast.
Multiples of 17, let's go. People will
There
know
we go,
that.
yeah. Some of these are a little tricky. But there we go, that's blank card done. Already on to mission 11 of 24. This is very fast. This is a very fast paced run. Brain shock. You have 12 questions, you have 10 seconds per question, and you have to get at least 6 of them correct. You need at least 6 to clear. There is a mission to unlock later that we've already unlocked, but that needs 10. In a speedrun, it is fastest to get all 12 because getting a question correct runs out the timer the rest of the time for the rest of the 10 seconds for that question. So we'll want to be solving all 12 of these. A faster clear is a faster run. I think that's perfect, isn't it?
Sometimes
yeah.
I
Nice.
accidentally enter the same level before I scroll
and
down.
then we move on to 12 large, nope. Yeah, okay, 12 large field, which is which we've been on 3x3 grid. Now it's 5x5. You have just under 3 times the numbers to work with. And, yep, definitely. Okay, yeah, this is just difficult because it's hard to find the numbers that you need to use to figure anything out. You also need to figure out where, what could possibly work. There's generally a solution that's below 10 tiles used. There is an achievement for using at least, I believe, 21 tiles, and that's not one that's really, really easy to get. I think I have it, if I'm not mistaken, but it's also definitely not easy. Alright, coming up on the end of large field here. You always have to wonder why they decided to put in a 5x5 field when 3x3 is hard enough. There we go. Okay. And on to number 13, Secret Target, where the target is hidden, and you can only, yeah. Sometimes it happens. Not a super big deal, just exit out and go back in. Okay.
I am stumped on this.
Huh, wait. What is this? What is this? It's between 42 and 47.
Oh, that's what it is.
It's between 42 and 46. How do you get between 42 and 46? Okay. Nice, okay. I did not see that. Sometimes these problems are difficult, even for speedrunners. Sometimes they're difficult for speedrunners, and if you get this sort of question in a run, you're going for a really, really good time. Sometimes you just have to reset. And sometimes the super top runners can just guess what the target is and get it right? Question mark? And I don't know how you do that, but hey, some people do, and you know, more power to them.
That's...
Okay. Yeah, some of these missions have less problems. Some of them have a little bit more. Some of them have egregiously more, and we'll see the egregiously more one at the very, very end. But yeah, secret target. There was actually one runner that I saw who hid the target for the entire all missions, and I'm like, how do you do that? How is that humanly possible? Yeah.
That's 75.
Is there a range?
75 to...
Oh, I think I see it. I think I see it. Ooh.
That was
Yep,
very
it's
slow.
76. Okay. And then one last question. Yeah, all 9 used. Yeah, sometimes secret target can be painful. Alright, going to 25 attacks. You make everything from 1 to 25, not in order. You have any order to make them in, and you have 2.5 minutes to do it. As you keep going, the problems get a little bit more difficult, and you have less numbers, less targets to work with, so it can be a little bit difficult. But you can always make at least one with the board that you have. And this is a little bit of a long one, so if we have a couple reads that we want to do, then this might be a good time for them.
Yeah, so we have had a donation from Chuckles, $11, saying Archie needs our help getting down the lazy river. Let's meet that blindfolded incentive. While Max is doing this very fancy maths to play this game, the only maths I'm looking at is $250 for that incentive, minus the... hang on, I need to refresh it. I think it's minus the $86 we've raised, means we need another 164? So keep getting your donations in for that.
Definitely get those donations in. Raising money for a good cause. Alright, on to mission 15, easy start. Your start point is set. Your start point is set, but let me see here. Alright, let's go. Yeah, secret, easy start. Your every problem is difficult, but your start is set. It automatically starts for you, so it's also kind of a water break because you can just use your left hand for whatever you want. Which is pretty cool.
Stay hydrated.
Alright. Easy start done, and on to All for Zero mission 16. You have 120 seconds to do these. And every single time you want to get as close to 0 as possible, because the farther you are from 0, the more time gets taken off of that 120-second timer. Each integer off from 0 is a second off the timer, but honestly in a speedrun you just want to solve these as quickly as possible. As long as you divide by something more than 2 at the very end, you should be fine. There we go. Alright. On to mission 17. You thought it was bad already. Welcome to negative numbers. You have to subtract, add, and multiply. Not exactly in that, not always in that order. And yeah, negative numbers, everybody. Some of these can be very, very painful. Some of them are not as painful, but yeah, definitely not easy. Yeah, I see what you're supposed to do. Okay. 18, and that's 12. Yeah, you have to be sure to know, pay attention to what the target is, whether it's positive or negative, and how you need to get that number, whether it's subtracting a large number or multiplying 2 negatives together, or whatever it might be. Okay. No.
There we go.
Huh. Okay. On to small period. You thought negative numbers was bad. Welcome to decimals. you have to work with decimal numbers and fractions, not quite fraction decimals. You have to multiply them, add them, subtract them. It is not super easy. Max making it look super easy. 9, 4. 9, 4 is gonna end up. Okay, yeah, there we go. Not super bad. Alright, on to mental arithmetic. Numbers are a little bit bigger. You have to use double digits. The target is like 200-ish, 200-ish or even higher. And you're not giving your calculation, so it's all mental math. And this is certainly a mission and a half. Alright. But yeah, Max has done lots of mental math and is very good at it, so shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, just blowing through all of these.
That mental arithmetic is my favorite mission in the game.
There we go. Now on to gigantic target. 4-digit numbers. Welcome to gigantic target. There we go. Gigantic target. You do have to. One easier way to do it is you can look at the last digit of the number. There we go, and can be a little bit, make it a little bit nicer. All right, on to that was gigantic target. On to equalize formula. Welcome to. Oh no, there's two sides to the equation now. You have to figure out the left side and the right side. You have to figure out both numbers, and yeah, this is not easy. Even yeah, runners will get these problems wrong every once in a while. All right, there we go. Okay, keep going. Yeah, sometimes you get operations on both sides of the equal sign, and it is not easy, but there we go. Yeah, equalize formula done. On to mission 22. We are coming up to the last mission pretty soon here, but the last mission is pretty long. So you thought negatives and decimals were bad? Welcome to division. Welcome to division, where you have to divide the numbers and sometimes get into decimals again. Yeah, a lot of the time you're going to be dividing by 2. Sometimes you'll divide by other numbers. Sometimes you'll get bigger numbers to work with, and sometimes you'll have to add and then work on stuff. And sometimes you'll have to divide and then also multiply, which is just not great. But yeah, not an issue. There we go. And then number 23, Whittle Game. This is the only mission that is the same every single time. Yeah, and every time you go through a tile, it increments the numbers and operations by 1, and the operations cycle through addition, subtraction, multiplication, I believe, in that order. You can either memorize the solution to run the category, or try to solve it yourself. It's a pretty fun mission. Alright. And now on to the final mission, mission 24, Qualify Marathon. The longest and most difficult mission by far. You have to solve for every single number from 1 to 100. You have 100 seconds per every 10 numbers, and that refreshes every 10 numbers. And you have to go through all 100, but you see that number in the top right, the qualify? you need to meet that score by the time you get to each multiple of 10, or else you will fail out. So you do have to solve quickly, even if you're not speedrunning. It's much more likely that you don't reach the qualify score than you run out of time, as long as you get past the point where you are running out in the first 10 problems. Yeah, this is easily the hardest mission, and the one that I was stuck on for the longest. And also, every single problem here uses at least 7 tiles. Sometimes you use all 9, especially later on you start to use all 9 tiles. But yeah. Alright, and this is a long mission. We have time for a couple reads if we have those.
Yep. So we've had $20 from Ponkle donating for very irresponsible piloting of a spaceship by a blindfolded captain. Long live Archie. And yes, as a reminder, if you also would like to see some very irresponsible spaceship piloting, we still need to raise another $145. And that is in the next run after this one, Loves in the Dangerous Space-Time, so get those donations in.
Yeah, not much time to get those donations in. Get them in quickly. Alright. Moving on through Qualifying Marathon, we're on problem 27-ish. Coming up on 30, you can see the top right. We're completely fine on the Qualify score. We have 3 questions left, and we're just blazing past it. We're gonna end up like just about 25k over what we need. So yeah, in a run, you really don't have to worry about that. This game is a Japanese game by a developer named Marudice, and as such, it is very, very popular among Japanese runners. Most of the board is Japanese, and I believe there's maybe 4 non-Japanese runners, and it is very, very disproportionately populated. If any of you want to run this game, we would absolutely love to see more international runners. But yeah. Alright, what is this? There we go, nice. That's 40. And then 41. Some of these are a little bit tricky, because you have to figure out sometimes you have a multiple of a number that right next to, you have a factor of the target that's right next to a multiplication, and you think you can use that, and then no, you can't. It's actually a different solution. Qualifying Marathon is very, very particular about only having 1 solution per board, so you have to be very, very careful of that. Alright, 46, moving up, and we're coming up on halfway through Qualifying Marathon. Alright, 47, 47, there we go, nice. Okay. And again, looking at that score, blazing past the qualify requirement. Yep, we're just about 50k over by the time we're 1 question before the limit, so speedruns, again, don't have to worry about it, as we're about halfway through Qualifying Marathon right now. Again, you also see the time at the top of the board. We have 340 seconds. We do not have much worry there either. I believe Max's best Qualifier Marathon is around the 7-8 minute mark, if you want to verify that real quick.
My best Qualifier Marathon is just barely sub 7, actually.
Yeah. Some of the fastest runners can just zoom through it and clear it in like 7, like not even 7, like just about 5, just over 5 minutes, and I don't know how you do that, because we're already at 5 minutes, and I would probably be still in the 40 to 50 range, if not lower. My best, I believe, is 11-minute time. So, all right, keep going. We're just about 2/3 of the way through. Let me introduce a little bit of the game, if for anyone that wants to play it. Equaline is a PC game. You can play it on keyboard or controller. You do have to use a keyboard for some of the missions. It is $12 on Steam, and it has English and Japanese, as it is a Japanese game. And if you like math, if you like numbers, and if you like puzzles, you will like this game, so definitely get it. It's also very, very fast and a fun run once you learn it. I think it's fun at the very least. Alright, we're getting into near the end here. Yep. 75, 76. And then we start to see, two-digit numbers. We see a couple 10s in here in Qualifying Marathon. And yeah, this is not easy to go through. We have on to 81. A little fun fact about this, and not just for Qualifying Marathon, but for the endless modes as well. Excuse me. You can go up to, this mission only goes up to 100, but I believe, and Max was the one that figured this out, that you can get to up to about 850 before having to use double-digit numbers, and past 851, it's impossible to do it without at least a 10 in there, which is interesting. Some of these questions are amazing. There we go, that's 90. All right, into the last 10. Time is on, I believe, when it says congratulations. After, or no, it's on when you get the last question correct. So time is coming up very soon. I'll let Max call time here once we get closer.
Yeah.
96. 96 is a hard one. 96 is a hard one. We're getting through it. 97. 98 is also known to be difficult sometimes. Known to be a stickler, but that one was pretty easy. 99. We have 2 left.
Right. Time. Alright.
There we go. That is time. GG's.
Yep. Hopefully, that run was something that inspires people to, I don't know. If you liked this game, if you like math, I highly recommend checking out this game. Shoutouts to the developers.
Alright, GG. Do you have any final shoutouts?
For shoutouts, other than shoutouts to the game dev and the speedrun community, the Japanese community of this game is really insane. Yeah. I guess other than that, just shoutouts to the Archiethon team for putting on this marathon for a good cause, and yeah.